Hello, welcome to season 3 of Made for More with Oheji. I'm so excited to be with you yet again. I'm really happy we're back with Made for More. We are back with season 3, which we call The Power of Innovation, and it is actually bigger and better. Over the next couple of months, we'll be looking at this very interesting topic, innovation, and how innovation can help us go to unlock the future in our world. So it's been a while, right? So for those of you who don't know, this is Made for More with Oheji, the podcast series that gives you inspiration and insight to keep your life on that upward spiral, making steady progress into all you were created to be. I am Oheji Emmanuel G. I'm really glad I'm your captain on this journey to the world of more. So I say welcome on board to all our first-time listeners and all our regular listeners. You are welcome. All right, so we're starting off from the place that I call the beginning. And generally, you see about innovation and even about any great thing in life, it all starts from a small place. Most times, the most extraordinary things in life do not look like much. I believe you may have heard that big things have small beginnings. And truly, that is correct. Big things usually have small beginnings. Big music stars started small. Big companies started small. Big politicians started small. And probably you're an adult watching me right now. You started as a cell called the zygote. At conception, you started really small. Big things usually start small, and you should not be afraid or ashamed of starting small. Many times people miss big, massive things because when they come to you, they may not appear as though they are big. They may not appear big. They're going to come to you really small. And it takes understanding that special moment to know that what you have is indeed massive. And this is it. You must recognize those moments when change is imminent. Innovation is about change. It's about doing something new. You must recognize those moments that come to you as though they are nothing. When change is imminent, it may not look like much. It is very important for you to note this and always give your attention to detail, to small things, because you never can tell where the next great thing might come from. So here's the thing about innovation that we've been looking at. Innovation begins in you. Innovation begins right inside of you. It can come as something really small. Innovation starts really small. It might come as a thought. It might come as an idea. It might come as a feeling. But it begins in you. You have to take note of those moments that appear to be insignificant. They are actually quite significant. You don't know where that big idea just might come from. And innovation is truly about change. Innovation is simply about doing something new, changing the way things are being done, making a new version of a thing to come out, a new version of life, a new version of a product, a new version of your service, a new version of yourself, a new version of your response to life. Making that come in a new way. If you keep your attention to doing things new or to creating something new every single time, we can say you are a person of innovation. That is how simple it can get. Introducing something new. And you may have heard this before, like I said from the beginning, and like I say many times, that innovation is the key to unlocking something new. Innovation is the key to unlocking something new. It is important for you to recognize innovative ideas when they come. They might come in very simple ways. It might come as a thought. It might just slide into your mind. It might creep into your mind in a way that you might not take them seriously. But those moments can actually truly be special. Sometimes you need to know that it might be at a point when you're in the shower, when you're cooking, when you're in a meeting. At those moments, it can come to you. Ideas can come to you. And this is what we are focusing on today. The beginning may not appear as much. It may not appear as something that is significant, but know that it truly is significant. No matter how small, no matter how simple it comes, it is significant. It can come as that thought that questions why you do what you do, questioning your current processes. It might come as a thought that, would it be better to do things this way? Would it be better to consider another approach? Innovation or innovative ideas can just pop up in your mind like that. The beginning is truly small. The beginning is truly simple and may not appear as though it is something significant, but it is. And this is why you must create time to think, reflect. Reflections are great. Thinking is good for your mind, good for your life. This is why you must create time to meditate, to think about things, to ponder on things, to brood over things, so that you get the best results out of them. The place of change, the place of growth is what we're talking about. This is the place for growth. This is the place for change. This is the place where innovation begins. Now we go on to what you should do at the beginning. There are certain things you should do at the beginning of innovating. The first of them is break every box. Break that box and give freedom to your mind to explore. Freedom to your mind to think. Think outside of the box. You need to do that. No mind creates anything innovative if it is boxed in. No mind which is caged can create anything new. Try your very best to stay beyond the confines in your mind. You cannot innovate if you stay within confined territories. That is very important. You cannot innovate if you stay within confined territories in your mind. Innovation is about freedom. Freedom in your mind to create something that has never been created before. You must know this. The force of the creative mind becomes brutally lethal when the mind is free. If you let your mind become free, you can exert a force from your mind that truly creates something massive. The second point we'll be looking at: refine the way you see things. This is talking about your perception of things, your perception of life, your perception of the world. You need to refine your frame of reference, the lens through which you capture, through which you picture things. You need to refine that. You need to see things in a new light, because your mind can be an obstacle to innovating. Your mind, if it is not free or refined, can be an obstacle to you innovating. Your perception of reality can affect your reality. Your perception of what is real can affect what becomes real to you. Perception is a big deal. It is very important for you to give your mind your attention to how you perceive things. Now, here is it. If you want your life to change, if you want your life to become better, if you want to be an innovator, you must learn to see solution in every problem. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable it is. It doesn't matter how challenging the opposition is. You must learn to see solution in every problem. Now, number 3, you must learn the art of starting small. You must learn the art of starting small. Start small. Start small. You never would have everything perfect, everything put together, but you never can tell how far you go if you don't start. Ideas come to your mind. The only way you can know the extent to which your execution can get is if you start executing in the first place. You can never know how far your ideas could go if you don't start executing. You have to learn to master the process. You have to learn to master the process and to see that ideas grow right from the basis of thoughts, like we saw about thinking and having your ideas grow through those moments of smallness. You have to learn to master every process. One last thing I must say about learning to start small. Small does not mean insignificant. Small does not mean insignificant. And now the final point is number 4, practice discipline. A lot of seeds are lost at the beginning. Many people lose their visions, their ideas at the beginning because they are not disciplined. A person, picture this, a person who is pregnant, a woman pregnant with a child, really has to keep herself disciplined. She can't do just about anything she wants to do. There is an atmosphere, there is a condition she has to put herself and her body in order not to miscarry. It's the same thing about carrying your ideas through this process. They come as seeds, so you cannot act like just about everybody else. You cannot do that. There are certain things you have to imbibe. You have to be disciplined. And that sums it up for the 4 things that I've listed for you to do at the beginning. The 4 things that you should do at the beginning. Number 1, break every box. Number 2, refine the way you see things, your lens, your frame of reference. Number 3, start small. Learn how to start small. Then number 4, practice discipline. If you do these at the beginning or at the point of conceiving your innovative ideas, you can be sure to have them grow and develop to something bigger. So we'll be back to close and wrap up this episode in a bit. So in it all, don't forget, never forget, that innovation is the key to unlocking the future. Don't forget that a small beginning does not mean insignificant. Small does not mean insignificant. With that, we wrap up this episode, The Beginning, where we've looked at how your innovative ideas can start. And truly, you can grow them from something really small that appears insignificant. You can grow them into something even massive that changes the world. We started here. We'll let this conversation flow into many other areas. Trust me, you don't want to miss this for nothing in the world. We're going to talk some really amazing topics. You join me on the very next episode. But in the meantime, don't forget to connect with me on all platforms. On Facebook, it is Made for More with Oheji. That's the page. Like the page, follow us, interact with our posts and everything. You find us on Instagram with the handle @Oheji, Made for More, all letters. And then you also find us on Twitter with the handle @Oheji, Made for More. But on Twitter, the 4 there is the number 4. And finally, visit our website, brand new coming. Our website is up, ohejimadeformore.com. In fact, on ohejimadeformore.com, you can find every other detail. So that's actually the first place you should visit, ohejimadeformore.com. On there, you can find how you can support us. We need your support because we are going on a new level already. We have to reach our thousands of listeners across the world. We're having some listeners across the United States. Thank you all for joining us. Across Nigeria, across the United Kingdom, Germany, South Africa, Kenya, Ireland, Philippines. We're having some really, really amazing people join us from all of these places. Thank you for joining us. Things would only keep getting better. Give us your support. Go on our website and find out how you can support us. But you'll find every other link, every other information right at the description of this very post. Finally, never you forget that you are made for more. Your life is bigger than what you see now. Allow the untamable fire of faith burning in your heart to connect you to where you were created to be. Thank you. I remain Oheji, Emmanuel Iji, your captain on the world of more. See you next time.